Coach reminds us every day that now that we don't have CB, Cam's out for a little bit, we got a small line, a small margin for error. We can't be turning the ball over. We can't be doing the little silly things that we usually be doing. We kind of outgrew that a little bit, and we kind of matured, and we're doing the right thing now. We're trying to. Hopefully, we can still do that.
What are those things that you have to be more conscious of whenever you're trying to play? And you had those freedoms with Charles there, but now that you don't, what are the things you have to be conscious of that's allowed you guys to take better care of it?
It's really the little things. You got to focus and scout. When we going over other teams, scout, know what your guys doing, know what the team's doing, or going out there just playing smart. Play the way that you're supposed to. Play how coach lets you know how you gonna win, and that's what we try to take in.
What have you seen from Jordan in just the last 2 games now that Cam has been out and that's forced him to come in there and play and progress? You talked a little bit about it at UAB, but even at middle, he had another game under his belt.
He's growing. You can see from game to game that he's starting to realize, like, okay, this is how you're supposed to do things. This is what you do. And, he's really taking that in. And for him to have less turnovers and to be a freshman point guard, that shows a lot.
Go ahead.
Isaiah, for you, playing much more basketball now, getting to the line a little bit. Kind of what have you learned so far, Charles being out, getting some more minutes now?
Well, first, the physicality. I've, learned to be more physical, to really, go at the guys on defense, because the main reason I'm trying to get in is because of defense and stuff. So, just learning and adapting that physicality and the speed of the game, I feel like, I've learned a lot from that. Especially with Charles out, we have to be more physical just as a team. So I feel like I've learned, quite a lot from, that.
For a while, Coach was bringing Matt in there as the first off there. So what kind of changed recently in practices that allowed him to want to switch that up? Maybe your efforts in practice, or just the way that you couldn't understand things. Just what do you think has worked that's allowed you to get that call in that last game to come off?
Well, I just believe that, every day when I come into practice, I just try and put everything on the floor. I try and put, all the hard work that I can give, I try to put out in practice. And, I feel like that coach sees that just a little bit, and that, just the effort that I constantly give, try to give, every day, in his eyes, gets me just a little bit more playing time than I usually get.
Taveion, how much do you interact with Isaiah in that sense? Now, I know he's playing a different position, not really doing a lot of the same things you are, but just as far as bringing in the new guys up to have opportunities like he had the other day.
I tell the ones that we got a few players that hardly gets in, but as you can see, it's coming down the line. Like, you never know when your chance is coming, and I constantly remind Zay, Germ, just a couple of them guys that your time can come at any time. So never feel down on yourself. Never just think that you're not good enough. It's because there's a lot of more experienced players on this team, and you see that now that the depth is getting shorter and shorter, that they have to play. It's coming to a point where you have to get in the game. So I think that he's starting to pay a lot more attention, and he's going hard as usual. He's been going hard, but I feel like he knows that his time is coming, so he has to keep putting that effort in.
I know a lot of the time here in the conference, since Charles has been out, has been about trying to find the adjustment and what this new identity of the team is. Have you guys pretty much settled on where you are, getting comfortable in who you are now, and that's just who this new team is?
Yeah, we've had to switch a lot of things around. We've had to change a couple things, change the way we play. Just like it's just a whole new team. That's what it feels like. We all know what we have to do. We all know what we're coming to. We all know that everybody wants us really, but we just got to stay focused and keep doing what we got to do to get these wins.
Taveion, how do you think having guys like Isaiah and Jeremiah playing now will help you guys down the line?
it'll help a lot, to get that experience in now and to, see what we coming into and see who we got, for them to pay attention and to realize that these games mean something besides just that tournament. To get that experience in right now, that's showing Coach that, hey, you can use me in the tournament, or hey, you can use me whenever you need, instead of just Coach looking down the bench kind of second guessing himself or putting somebody else in, he's coming to practice, or they're coming in to practice showing that they want to play.
Isaiah, how much did that help you, that 9 minutes at middle, just as far as the way that you look ahead at things, and how you enter a game, and like you mentioned, Coach looking down and sort of seeing a confident guy ready to go whenever you're calling?
It helped me a lot, especially with my self-confidence. I feel like, for a while there, like, with me not playing and stuff, I kind of like to say, I kind of felt like I wasn't good enough to play or anything. So, him putting me in, really helped. That also helped, being on the floor. I feel like it's going to help further down the line, just in the games to come, just getting used to, the physicality on the floor and the speed of the game and all that's really going to help.
Anything else we just do?